get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And the Huskies, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on the money. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
These old girders are rocking on 3rd down here at Beaver Stadium. Here's a little room there. Ripping through the defense. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Huskies back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got some room, headed to the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, UConn! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And after that last play, there is a Husky who has yet to get up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, the ground game. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll go right back to it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
He's got it. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback keeper. Breaks into the open. The 40. The 30. He's at the 20. Into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
This quarterback is so unique and he's so special because of his running ability, his wiggle, his speed, and his burst in the open field. He's like a running back playing the quarterback position, and he shows you that on that play.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3-and-out, and they'll try to do better this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Wants to fire on second down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds a man on the right. Goes down immediately, but that's just what they needed. It'll be a first down. UConn quick to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
You gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. This UConn offense really has it going.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
want to run the football. Right? And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
He'll try it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got him. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. They'll try to quiet this crowd by moving the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on fourth down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Working that left side now. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And the offense punches it in again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see turning it on. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Trying to impose their will with the run. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
They want to run this quarterback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Kick is in the air. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll move the wide receiver. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the middle. And he's got the first down. Good pickup on the play there. And now we'll see what they do coming out of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Might be changing the route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly complete.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. The Nittany Lions with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
Here we go. Q. Western.
To the air on second down. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
And I really love the idea of this guy running crossing routes, right, guys? He's got the speed to separate from defenders, but if you could put it out in front of him on the run, he's going to catch that thing and turn it up, and you saw all the yards after catch on that one. That was a big-time play, really nice play design for a guy with tremendous speed.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5.
Red 54.
Didn't even come close to getting back to the line. He'll lose 8.
Offense trying to go push pass on first down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration, and they get the tackle for loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Touchdown, Penn State! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And he's finally ushered out of bounds, but not before. He makes a good gain.
Real smart play. Great job. Get the positive yards, and then get your booty out of bounds.
And the Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And it's no good. He missed it. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the Jacksonville State Gamecocks. And it's the Sooners looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback brought up 2 and sacked at the 12.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Got his man downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. There he goes to the right. Scooped it, scored it, into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
Oh, and that is a backbreaker for the offense. You're trying to drive down the field here in the second half to keep this thing close, and you cough it up. And not just that, David. It's a defensive touchdown now, starting to blow this game open.
So starting to get some separation, and here's the thing about this defense, man. It's one thing to create turnovers and to create extra possessions. This is another thing to know what to do with it when you get it. And they scoop it, had a plan, look at them running all the way to the house and add to their lead.
UConn going back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being...
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. They come to the line hoping to get some of that yardage back from the 17. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. The run inside. It's Bowers. Maybe some room here. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. UConn quick to the line.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Husky. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Trying to get behind the defense. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble.
Makes the grab and room to run. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
Wants to keep it in the air. Release to the back. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Lions will get things going as their offense heads out to the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. He breaks a tackle. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He might want another play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? Motion from the wideout. They want to throw it. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And, man, you got to love the way the defense just took this field. Like, Offense scores, cuts into the lead, and they had some juice, some energy.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field.
Sweet, sweet.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fighting off the defender. Runs through a man. He might have space. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Running inside. It's James. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming. And the Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up. Makes a man miss. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
From the gun, running back gets to give. There's a crease. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
Quarterback may change this route. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
And that was the perfect play call, throwing the slant against the blitz. There's one less guy in coverage because they're bringing an extra guy after the quarterback. So QB gets it out quickly, throws it out in front of his target. He's able to catch it, and not just that, he's able to advance it for an explosive play.
Running with the fullback. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone. Hey, let the big shoulder pads, full face mask guy get a little love back there.
No doubt. That guy blocks his tail off all the way down the field most of the time. Never gets any reward. Throw that dog a bone. I love it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The play action fake. Finds his man. It's Cotton. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bowers. Maybe a crease. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. The Huskies back on top.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to... There he goes! He's inside the 40, the 20, he's at the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Penn State!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Connecticut offense ready to go to work. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He unleashes a long one. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And that's another mistake for this young man. It's one thing to have 1 or 2 and miss a throw here or there, but he continues to put the ball in harm's way, continues to give it to the other team, and set his defense up in a bad position. That's 6 picks.
Oh, he's got some space. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Finding some room. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff that teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that will extend their lead even further.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football game.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The UConn offense goes back to work. Giving up that last field goal really hurt. It's a 3-possession game, and things look dire, to be candid. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts
going downfield for the big play. Goes high to pull it in. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Steps away to find some room. Slings it downfield. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Penn State's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Samuel. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looking for room at the 40. Got a little grass. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State. And the beatdown has ensued.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Trying to make them guess wrong on the read option to the right. And he probably should have left that one with the back as he is just smashed in the backfield. The Nittany Lions trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And they did tack on the extra point. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee.
And I think the defense kind of understood what was coming. Back-to-back possessions where this offense threw interceptions, like they're going to want to get the run game going, and they were ready for it. Great job fitting the gaps and making good, solid tackles.
This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over.